500,000 years ago, the Galactic Council, a group of powerful alien species, destroyed Earth. They believed humanity was a dangerous threat to the peace of the galaxy. They wiped out the planet's population, erased all evidence of human existence, and buried the Earth under layers of ice and sand. However, unknown to the aliens, a small group of humans had been secretly placed into deep cryosleep, hidden beneath the Arctic ice. The chamber, located miles below the surface, was built by a few surviving humans before the destruction of Earth. They knew that one day humanity would rise again. These humans, however, were not ordinary people. They were the last hope, genetically engineered to be stronger, smarter, and more adaptable than any humans that had ever lived. Their mission was simple: survive and awaken when the time was right. The time had finally come. Inside the Arctic chamber, the human survivors slowly began to stir. Their bodies had been preserved for centuries, but the advanced technology in the chamber gradually revived them. Their eyes blinked open, adjusting to the dim light that filled the room. They felt strange yet powerful, like they were born again. The leader of the group, Captain Nea, stood first. She had been awake longer than the others, her mind sharp and focused from the moment she regained consciousness. Her enhanced senses allowed her to hear the subtle changes in the environment, the hum of the power systems, the shift in temperature, and the crackle of energy surging through the walls of the chamber. "Wake up, everyone," she said, her voice calm but filled with authority. "It's time to reclaim our world." One by one, the humans awoke from their cryo chambers, their bodies stiff but strong. They looked around, confused at first, but then recognition dawned on their faces. The chamber was old, the walls covered in frost, but the air was fresh and breathable. They were alive and they were free. "We've been waiting for this day," Nea continued, her eyes scanning the faces of the group. "The Galactic Council destroyed Earth, but they made a mistake. They underestimated us." A tall man named Zarek stepped forward. His muscles rippled beneath his clothes, and his eyes glowed with a fierce determination. "They thought they could erase us," he said, his voice deep and resonant. "But they didn't know what we were capable of. We'll show them." The group gathered around Nea, ready to learn what had happened during their long slumber. The chamber's systems activated, revealing a holographic map of Earth. The map displayed the planet's surface, covered in thick ice sheets, mountains, and vast oceans. But what caught their attention was the galaxy map, showing the positions of distant stars and planets. The Galactic Council's ships had long since left, but the Earth remained abandoned, a forgotten world. "We need to know everything about the current state of the galaxy," Nea ordered. "We need to understand who's in charge now and what we're up against." The chamber's AI, an ancient artificial intelligence program designed to assist the humans during their awakening, responded. The Galactic Council disbanded 100,000 years ago. They were replaced by the Dominion, a new power that controls much of the galaxy. The Earth is no longer seen as a threat, but it's still considered a dead planet. Nea frowned. "We'll change that." The group spent the next few days adjusting to the new world they had awoken to. Their bodies had been enhanced with advanced technology and genetic modifications. They were stronger, faster, and more intelligent than any humans that had lived before. But the world had changed, too. The Earth was frozen, and vast cities lay buried under ice. The forests were gone, replaced by frozen tundras and desolate plains. The once thriving planet had become a graveyard. However, the humans didn't feel despair. They felt a deep sense of purpose. The destruction of their home by the Galactic Council had been an injustice. They were the last survivors of a lost civilization, and they would rise again. They would reclaim Earth and remind the galaxy what it meant to underestimate humanity. "We need to gather supplies, weapons, and anything we can use to survive," Nea instructed. "Our first priority is to get to the surface and see what's left of the world we once knew." The group ventured out of the chamber, stepping into the cold Arctic wasteland. The wind howled as they trudged through the snow, their boots crunching against the icy ground. But they were undeterred. Their bodies were made for this. They were built to survive. As they climbed to the surface, the sight before them was overwhelming. The Earth had been altered beyond recognition, but there were signs of life. Strange creatures roamed the barren land. their glowing eyes watching the humans carefully. The ruins of cities peeked out from beneath layers of ice, and the once great oceans were now frozen wastelands. "We can make this work," Zarek said, his voice filled with optimism. "We'll rebuild. The Earth is ours, and we'll take it back." For weeks, the humans explored their surroundings, scavenging what they could from the ruins of old cities. They'd found old technology, weapons, and tools that had been abandoned long ago, but it was clear that they were not alone. Other groups of survivors had adapted to the harsh conditions, living in isolated colonies across the planet. It didn't take long for the humans to encounter these survivors, and soon they began to form alliances with the others. Together, they shared knowledge and resources, slowly rebuilding their civilization from the ashes. But the humans had a greater goal in mind. They didn't just want to survive. They wanted to take back their world, and they would not rest until the Galactic Council's injustice was righted. They would remind the galaxy that humanity, though broken and forgotten, was far from defeated, and in time they would rise again, stronger and more united than ever before.